friends and family, this is Mega Boat, aka the Bigukser. Well, I guess I'm inside. I don't need this mask now. Took all my lipstick with it. Well, not all of it, just a little bit of lipstick. It's still okay, right? So in light of our current global epidemic, many of you guys have been asking me, how has life changed in South Korea? Like, what are you guys experiencing? So I thought I would make a video about that because so many of you guys have been asking. So before I tell you the ways that life has changed here in Korea, I just want to say, like, one thing that I really like is I feel like the Korean government is really on it when it comes to testing people to see if they have caught the virus, and they have so many measures in place to check and make sure that people are not sick, and they're just doing a lot of things to prevent like the further spread of it. Even in the subway station, they make announcements like ever so often, like, hey, in order to stay safe, like, everyone wash your hands, wear your mask, stuff like that. Like, they keep doing that, girl. But one thing that I did hear was that if you're concerned that you have it and you want to get tested, that it's very simple. In one place, like Goyang City, they even have like a drive-through testing center, so you can just drive through and see if you have the disease, which is one of the reasons why I think Korea has tested so many people, just because they have that ability to do so, and it's free. And so now where we're at now is we're actually declining. Less and less people are catching the disease now in Korea, it seems. I don't know, I'm not a news reporter, I'm not an official person, but we do have on Naver the official statistics of how many people catch the disease every day, how many people are tested, how many people have passed away, how many people are currently in treatment. And so we can see the graph every day, and it's really gone down now as to how many people are catching the disease. Hopefully it'll keep getting lower and lower and lower, fingers crossed. So the first way that life in Korea has changed just on a daily basis is there's like not a lot of people out at all. Like, places that were so full of like people and like bustling all the time, if you go there, there's like nobody out. Big events have been canceled as well. So like, I was supposed to do like fitness competitions April the 26th, which is when I was doing the Kim Jun-ho Classic, because they had a new thing, the wellness category, which you can have like big like muscular legs and thighs, a little bit more into wellness instead of being just like the really like slim like bikini thing. But they're canceled, even though it's far away, you know, April the 26th they canceled it. Basically every fitness competition has been canceled for like April. Hopefully in May they'll start back up again. I would say the biggest shocking thing like for me that's happened is just to not really see many people on the subway. The other day I was on the subway and there was nobody on in my train, and I was like, usually this train is lit, like there's like everybody and their mama in this train. Now that it's gone down and people are catching it less and less and less every day, you are starting to see more people come out. But at first, even the roads, like, people weren't even driving their cars, so you could literally drive everywhere and get there and there wouldn't be traffic or anything like that. Another big way that life has changed that you will notice immediately if you step outside and go anywhere where there are a number of people, every single person that you do see will be wearing a mask, like 100%. You might find one or two people who aren't, and then you're like, what you doing, bro? So around Seoul, you'll see so many signs everywhere that's just like, everyone needs to wear a mask when you come in. And some places they won't even let you come in unless they sanitize your hands and see that you have a mask on. And one really cool thing is that Lush was actually allowing people to wash their hands for free there in order to help like prevent the spread of the virus. RuPaul Drag Race had like a RuPaul Work the World tour. Actually, due to the current situation, a couple of the drag queens didn't come, and so I actually signed up for the fan meeting as well. And so even going there, before anyone could get into the building, they had to sanitize your hands and everyone had to be wearing masks before we got in. And we went to the fan meeting and all the queens are wearing masks. Like, ain't nobody trying to stand by you and hug you and take no photo, girl. Everyone's just being super careful, which is great, and I think that's good because that's how you prevent things from spreading even more. But can I just say that the queens were amazing? Like, Violet Chachki came out on this thing, she was like spinning around and stuff, and Monet was a fabulous MC, and she's really funny and hilarious, and Plastique is so beautiful. Oh my god, I had a great time. And like, everybody's wearing so many masks that if you're not, like, older Korean people might say something to you like, why are you not wearing a mask? And me and Moon were at the camera store. I always have my mask on, girl, I don't play. But since we had just got out the car to go to the camera store, Moon was like not wearing his, and so we got to the camera store and the guy was like, where your mask at? Where your mask? Speaking of masks, girl, like, when you wear a mask, after a while it really starts hurting the back of your ear. So like, the back of my ear is always hurting now. I've never worn a mask so much like in my life. You kind of get used to it. So like, one time I went to the convenience store like down at my apartment, And then like I realized that I forgot to wear my mask, and I was like, I'm the only one without one. And it feels weird, like being in a car without your seatbelt on, you know, because you're so used to doing it. Actually, there's a mask shortage. It's like really hard to find masks. So what the Korean government has set up, in Korea, they set up certain days where people whose birthday ends on a certain number were able to go to the pharmacies and pick up masks, but you can only get 2 per person. You have to bring your ID card to prove that you actually have that birthday. And they were sending out the notifications on your phone. They send out those alarms every day, girl. So whenever people have caught the virus, they send out an alarm to your phone and they tell you exactly the area where that person was, which I'm kind of grateful for, but it kind of makes it a little bit scary. Like the place where I meet my trainer, that same building, somebody was at the movie theater that was in our same building, just like a few floors up. So we were like, let's not go to that gym today because we can go to many different gyms in the same branch. So we're like, let's not go there for like a week or two, and let's go down the street to the other one. And you'll get messages from people. Like near my area not too long ago, there was people in a building, like some sort of call center, who all caught the disease. And so we got one. It's like, hey, this call center, and people were like, oh, I think that's like where Megan lives, so everyone's calling to like be like, girl, be okay, it's like near your area. But it's like not near the area, but like it's in the same group. Another big way that life has changed that you will notice, every place now is offering hand sanitizer for you to use. And in some places it is required that you use it or have a mask before you even go in, girl. It's in elevators, like we have one in our apartment elevator. It's in the subway stations, in big shopping malls, at the gym, of course, because you're touching stuff, like you don't want to not have that. But even like I was taking a taxi the other day and the taxi driver was like, would you like hand sanitizer, ma'am? So basically hand sanitizer has sprung up everywhere. It's everywhere in every place, and it's usually offered for free. We've even seen like hand sanitizer like on buses and stuff like that. And there was a time where there was no hand sanitizer either. Like when it first started, and then people started realizing, oh wow, I think this is going to be an epidemic and a problem. Everybody was buying up all the hand sanitizer. So for a while, like you would see at pharmacies, they would say, we don't got no sanitizer, we don't got no masks. But now the sanitizer you can usually find like everywhere, and even still they offer it for free at most places, which is really nice. So because people aren't really going out and they're just kind of staying inside for fear of, catching the virus, a lot of hotels and stuff are offering big discounts. Like I actually rented a hotel with my friend because I was like, well, why not? It's nice. It has a jacuzzi. Let's go. There's this one place that me and Moon were trying to rent a long time ago. It's like Banyan Tree Hotel or something. And the Sheila, they have like these rooms with like jacuzzis in them and stuff. And originally to rent, girl, is like $2,000 to $4,000 a night for those places. But they were having a sale for $300 to $400 a night. And we were like, what? Of course. We're gonna go, But at hotels and stuff now, they are checking your temperatures, which is another way that life has changed, is that basically everywhere they're checking your temperatures now, especially when you go into a big building, any government office. Like the other day I had to go to the national, insurance office, and they don't even let you get near the entrance. So the entrance is like here, but it's blocked off. It's like, go over there. So I have to go to the next like door entrance over. They check your temperature and stuff and make sure you're wearing a mask, and they make you sanitize your hands. And if you don't have a temperature and you sanitize your hands and you got a mask, then you could walk on this back way that they made to actually get into the government office. So there's a lot of things like that. I went to the skin clinic with my mom-in-law. They check our temperature there. Of course, when you go to the doctor's office, they'll check your temperature automatically. And there's just a lot of places that won't let you in if you have a fever, I guess, that check it too. Even the hotels. The hotel my friend and I went to, they have the thermal cameras there checking you when you come in. So I don't actually know what would happen if you had a fever though. Like if you had a fever, they just be like, sorry, you can't come in, and send you to one of the testing sites, I guess. I'm not sure. And another way that life has changed is that some stores randomly will close down to get sanitized. If you follow them on Instagram and stuff, like if you're a big fan, like I'm a big fan of Plant, which is like one of my favorite vegan restaurants here in Seoul and Itaewon. And like they posted on Instagram, like we're closing down this day for like sanitation and stuff. So all of the places that you go frequently, you notice, have like chosen a day or two to like shut down for sanitation and stuff. And I've seen the guys like in the white suits like sanitizing places and stuff like that, which is actually really nice because it makes you feel like a little bit safe. It's like, okay, well, the government's working hard to have these people come around and like sanitize everything. That's been like something that's nice and reassuring, and I don't find myself being that scared and like that afraid about it, at least from my point of view, because I kind of see that the government's working really hard to prevent it. And I've been washing my hands and wearing masks and stuff like that everywhere I go. Even me and Moon, if one of us goes out and come in, I'd be like, you came into the house, bro, let me squirt your hands. Come on, squirt your hands. Okay, now come in and give me a hug, because we don't play. On another note, my hands are so dry and cracked from the usage of hand sanitation. Literally, every time I go to a store and I give them the card and they touch it and I get it back, I sanitize my hands, girl, because you just don't know. But at least I know that I'm keeping me and people around me safe. So I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate all of the support. I hope everyone is staying safe, sanitizing your hands, don't touch your face when you're out, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So if you like this video, like to see more videos, please subscribe to my YouTube page, it's down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, not on Snapchat, because I don't use that no more. Like me on Facebook, and I will see ya.